about to head outside and do more work in the garden. It's hot and it's sunny out, but I've got to be bundled up because there are so many mosquitoes out and they love me. They really love me. They really love to bite me. I've got so many bites on my body already and I've learned my lesson. So I'll be sweaty out there. I'll stay protected. I'll put up my hood and they'll bite at every single like square centimeter of flesh that is exposed to the air. I already have like so many bites on my face, which, yeah, it's fine right now, but it gets really bothersome at night. So if my face is looking a little bit puffy, let's just blame it on the insect bites. It is also my birthday today, and it might just be me getting old, my face getting older, which I do look in the mirror these days and I feel like it's happening. It's actually happening. I'm getting older now. Brendan got me a matcha. It's a little birthday treat. Oh, also something else I planted. This was a few weeks ago, actually, a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, I don't know. I planted potatoes. I used a new raised bed that I made in a previous video. I made it myself. Sorry, I'm just very proud of that. I filled that up and I planted some, potatoes. I didn't buy many potatoes. By the way, seed potatoes are kind of expensive. I don't know if it's just where I am. I feel like I might be better off buying store-bought potatoes next time, but I got some seed potatoes. I didn't get a lot because they're expensive, and so I cut them up, and it's the first year I tried doing it. So I only did it on a few potatoes of each variety. I got 4 varieties of potatoes: Yukon Gold, Cal White, French fingerling potatoes, and then an Alaska specific variety called Magic Myrna. They're also like small little potatoes. I cut up a few of those, made sure that each portion, each section had at least 2 eyes on it, and then let it dry out for a little bit, let it cure, just so it would be able to form like a barrier so diseases won't get in and the potato won't rot.
Also, I decided to plant one of the varieties, Magic Myrna. It's a small fingerling potato. It's the Alaska specific one. I decided to plant that out in another container, not in this raised bed. It's a fabric pot container, just because I have a lot of flower seedlings still that needed space to grow. I planted these stock super close together, and I'm hoping it'll be okay. I don't think I've planted them this close together before. I've grown these before and they grow really well. But the thing about stock is that just as soon as they get their first bloom, the plant is kind of done. It won't produce another flower. So hopefully they'll grow quickly, and then when they bloom, I'll pull them out and then maybe use that space to keep growing the rest of the potatoes. I don't know. I hope everything has space.
They're under the dirt now. They're under the raised bed mix. They're in the ground and I can't really see them. So I hope that they're growing and doing fine, but I guess I won't know for a little while still. So it's the beginning of June, or it's already a week into June. Oh my gosh, everything's happening so fast, it feels like. Not only am I getting older, but just the growing season, I feel like it's passing super quick. I'm definitely behind. Might have to chalk everything up to another learning year. even though I'm behind, there's still like a lot of seedlings that I have to get into the ground. The big reason I feel like why I'm so behind is first, the devastation of the hoop house. I don't know if we're gonna build it up this year. We might still, but maybe in the fall, once all my plants die back, like before the snow gets bad. But it wouldn't be to use it this year, you know, it would be to use for next year. So it was that, and it's also that I didn't really garden very much last year, and so every place that I want to plant things is full of weeds. And it's exhausting. Okay, not only weeds, but like grass has come back in, and that just takes me forever, I feel like, to clear out and get the space ready to be planted. But I've got a few hours today to dedicate to the garden. I think where I might start is just clearing out the greenhouse. I also have a bunch of other flowers in the ground, a bunch of other seedlings. I'll show you I'll show you what else I have planted in the garden so far.
So I did end up organizing and cleaning a lot inside the greenhouse, but I think I'll use a lot of that footage for another video I'm gonna make and just show you the complete transformation of what I turned this place into. I have a vision of it in my mind. The greenhouse has a lot of old used containers, which I had plants and seedlings in probably about 2 years ago. Maybe last year, some of the plants in these containers were alive. So there's just a bunch of used potting mix that I was trying to organize. I don't want to, of course I'm not going to throw it away. It'll all either go into the compost or be reused in containers. I ended up taking some of this out to the potato raised bed actually, because I hadn't filled it up yet. I figured I might as well get some use out of this. It's gotta go somewhere. And I'd rather be like actively reusing it rather than put it in the compost.
Look at you.
Do you notice any difference?
You took your shirt off.
It's so hot, Brendan. There's no mosquitoes in here.
Yeah, they'll die.
Does it look a little cleaner?
Oh, this? Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I feel like I'm doing so much and there's still such a huge mess.
Here's a quick look at the stock seedlings and the potatoes, or where the potatoes are supposed to be. I got a little bit tricked by these weeds. I was so excited to see some leaves coming out of the ground, but when I filled up this raised bed in the first place, I didn't put any like cardboard or weed barrier under it, so a lot of the dandelions that were there are just growing right on through. But as I was pulling out the weeds, I think I felt a little something, or I saw a little something, and I dug up a little bit just because I wanted to see if the potatoes were even still alive. But those cuts that I made on the potato pieces, I wasn't sure. That's the first time I ever did that, and I wasn't sure if they would grow or if they would rot and die. But it looks like those are big. Those are a couple of big eyes. So I had a little boost of faith that these potatoes were growing. Underneath the raised bed mix, they're live. So I'm recording this a little bit in the future, but this is what my garden looked like on that day, June 8th, which was about 3 weeks ago today. A bunch of my black-eyed Susans are planted. These were some of the first flowers that I got in the ground. They look a bit sun-scalded and dry maybe, except for a part of them. A few of them are shaded under this huge rhubarb, which I'm gonna get rid of. My dandelions, which were supposed to have bloomed by now, but haven't really. I think it's been too hot. I think this ground's been very exposed and maybe not watered enough. Sembuplorum, which is a filler flower, which was hard to grow from seed, so I'm glad that they're doing well. And in there, I've got more little black-eyed Susans they can't really see, and some, like, what's it called, rabbit tail grass. Again, more filler. I'm trying to grow more filler this year because in the past I've noticed that I just didn't have enough greenery for my bouquets. My strawberries look like they're doing pretty good. There are so many weeds. I've been working on it slowly and it just seems to be getting worse. If you can believe it, there are some snapdragons in there behind that carpet of weeds underneath it all. And then I also had some cosmos planted here and a couple of zinnias. And since I'm so behind on making these videos, I'm just going to show you what my garden looks like today. I just filmed this earlier out inside the garden. I planted up some of my extra seedlings, the foliage grass in some containers. My ranunculus and anemones are growing, starting to flower. The anemones always start first. They start flowering first. The stems aren't really long on these, and some of the leaves are looking yellow. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it might be that it's been, again, too hot. These are a cool season flower, and I wish I had gotten them in the ground earlier. I wish I maybe also had put them under some shade, and maybe I need to water and fertilize them a bit more. I've also just been needing more space to plant, so I put some of these delphinium in right beside the potatoes. The potatoes now, they're looking good. Once they started growing, I feel like they're growing pretty quickly. I've been working on getting the weeds in the garden. The stalk are looking good. I planted them really close together. They're just like when they bloom, then the whole plant is done. Like you can't get multiple blooms off of them. So I figured it might be okay to plant them so close. But yeah, overall, I'm so excited. I hope they're making a bunch of little potatoes underneath there. Here in what would be the hoop house, I have some status. So many of those, I planted those in early, but I have a lot more still in the 72 seedling, like flat, that just aren't growing. Hopefully these are enough. I don't think I'm gonna have enough flowers, but my black-eyed Susans look like they're doing really good. They're getting big. They really like the sun and the heat, so I think they're gonna do good. My dandelions is exactly the same as 3 weeks ago, so I just don't think I'm gonna get flowers. And I'm gonna hope they come up next year again, maybe. My Buplorum look huge. Those leaves are great. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have a lot of great filler, I think. I planted a few more seedlings that I just don't know if they're doing so great. A couple more zinnias, more black-eyed Susans, but I think there are different colors of black-eyed Susans. And then the grass looks like it's doing good. There's a lot of weeds still. I promise I am going in there very often and weeding, but they just keep growing back. Here's some of the cosmos. They look like they've grown a little bit, but not too much. I'm hoping that they'll just have like an explosion of growth and that I will get some flowers this year. It looks a little bit messier than it actually is because I just leave the weeds that I pull on the ground where I pulled them. So even though there's a little bit of green, not all of those are growing. In this raised bed, I've got some ornamental kale, which we're struggling for a while. For about a month, they've been struggling. And I think it's just the sun, the intensity of the sun. Maybe I wasn't watering them enough. My snapdragons, still a lot of weeds, but look, you can see them. They're growing big. I'm so proud of them. I hope they do good. I think what I need to do is put some Hortonova netting over them so that they grow up straight. And that's gonna be all for this video. I have a bunch more footage. I'm working on some more things in the garden. I'm working on making more videos. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back and uploading another video soon. Bye.